Hi, 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 hi. Oh, man, ain't no good. I was over there watching Danny, and she was dropping a link, and I wanted to go over and see what it was all about. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I didn't get into the link right now because the last time she dropped the link, I know what I seen. I was like, I'll never forget what I seen. Mama Ann, how you doing? Y'all earlier, oh my goodness. So my eye was bothering me, and it felt like because it happened right after I sneezed. When I felt like this pressure in my eye, but then it felt like something was in my eye. Then I flushed my eye, opened my eye, I held my eye open. I couldn't see nothing. Because usually, like if something's on my eye, whether it's an eyelash, I can see it. So then I called my doctor. Well, I called his office and then they called me back. But anyway, I called my doctor because I'm like, wait, is a stitch loose? Should I come in tomorrow? What should I do? Should I start using these eye drops? What should I do? What should I do? And when they called back, it was before I realized what was going on. When they called back and just told me that he said, if it bothers, come tomorrow, come down to his office, blasey bling, if it's bothering you. And I'm thinking, I'll be there in the morning. You know what I mean? When you open, I'll be there. Y'all, I kept messing with my eye, trying to flush it out. And the next thing I know, when I opened it up wide again, I could see it. But it was almost like this eyelash was stuck to my eye, like it was stuck to my cornea. Like it wasn't just gonna flush off. It felt like it just kept moving into the corner of my eye, moving over here into my eye, moving up in here. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is driving me crazy. But I'm about to Tina says, how you doing? How you doing? I love to see the members when I come in. I love to see the green. Don't forget to keep our sister Apple lifted in your prayers. Keep our sister Bossy lifted in your prayers. Keep John lifted in your prayers. And he might even be in the building right now. Keep us all. Keep Tina lifted in your prayers. Keep Mama Ann. She's home now. Lifted in your prayers. You know what I mean? Keep my sister Dana lifted in your prayers. Keep everybody. Everybody. Avoid eye contact. How you doing? How you doing? But yes, like I said, I know earlier when I was on here, we was talking about it. So let me say, we got off 148, and we didn't even really get off at 148 yet because we'll probably come back to her because all this stuff will send you backwards. So I was watching Maria. She's still alive right now. I was watching Maria, right? And she was talking about old broke room. And here's the funny thing. I do not go check on broke room. I don't. But Hunty, when they talking about it, I sure is there. I sure is there. And then usually when they talking about it, it's all the stuff that you were there to see. You know what I mean? And so in the in the 3 years I've been watching, see, the stuff they talking about, I know. I know just what they talking about. Because you saw it. You seen it with your own two eyes. And sometimes maybe bringing up stuff, I'll be like, hold on, we leaving out some stuff. We leaving out some stuff. You know what I mean? This girl is notorious for looking for clout. I'm telling y'all, not only did she go over there searching for the Trisha Licious, how she was getting, let's keep it a buck right here. How she was even getting the Trisha Licious stuff was going to other people's chats and listening to what they were saying about Trisha. And yeah, we can say it's all about Aaron Carter. That's how a lot of these people even know each other. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother day. Because Trisha Licious was getting shout outs from Aaron Carter. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Aaron Carter since he was a little boy. And you know what I mean? And then it just got so bad as a train wreck, I just refused to watch it and be like, I just can't. I can't. I liked Aaron Carter more than his brother. So, I mean, but back on the Trisha Licious train with Seba. I mean, Broke Broom. Broke Broom was going over there. So she was going to Galvin. She was going out. What's the one who faked her death? Then she supposedly really is dead right now. But her, she was going. It was a guy, and he always have like sports milk stuff behind him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when Sewell was going over there, Hunty, they was eating her alive. Okay, they were telling her stop going with our content. Back on over to the old side of the woods. Stop acting like you know what you don't know. Stop pretending. Oh, Hunty, they was reading. They were reading it so much, a couple of them even shoot it on over to her chat. to see if she was over there talking about them. Talking about what went on. What is that called? IP2, IP3, IPC, IBD? I don't know. But I tell you, she was over there getting checked. Angie, how you doing? How you doing? Cloud sniffer, cloud chaser, honey. And I always think about that. I think about how she was not going to stop riding the JY thing, that he used her, abused her, took advantage of her friendship, but she loved him. She got to look out for him. She got to do all this. I never forget sitting one day watching one of her lives, and I'm sitting there, and this girl said that she had, I don't want to make up the number, so I'm just going to say this number, 8 MCs. And I said, whoa, my goodness, that sounds terrible to your body. Were these back to back? Oh my goodness. Then she went from that to talking about how many times she had been taken. I said, wait a minute. When did she had time to heal? Because as I'm listening to her, I'm like, she ain't healed. If all this stuff happened, you ain't here, you're nowhere near. Then I started realizing she lying. And you hate to say that about somebody. Especially with I hate to. I'm not gonna question nobody's FAs. I'm not here to question them MCs. I'm questioning. I'm questioning. I'm questioning. And am I saying that no woman has had that happen? Oh yeah, plenty, plenty. I know a couple of women who have one child, and the rest were MCs, and they thought they'd never have a child. So I do know that happens. I do. But I remember that. I also remember that when Amber Rain was coming for her and reading that case, she came on her platform and she sat on the internet and was trying to figure out how to. Now she was talking about Amber for putting money on his books for stamps and stuff, right? And having trying to get a calling card or whatever so she could talk to him. She was talking about that. But then she sat on her channel on the internet. I know I was watching it. And she was trying to figure out how to get a message to him. I said, wait. You about to message your attacker about some YouTube shit? How about this? I don't give a damn what these heifers doing. If they want to open Pandora's box with a man like that, then let them. Let them, but he will never be my demon. I won't be. But she was literally trying to get in touch with him. And the next day is when she was telling everybody that she had talked to the warden. And I did a live back then and said, girl, you lying. Ain't no warden talk to you. You know how many mothers, family members got people in prison? And they wish they could just get the warden on the phone, then go get what? He gonna go get him out of his cell. Because I guess his cell is right next to the warden, right? The warden know him by name. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He know him by number. But he damn sure don't know him by name. He might know him by the case. Mm-hmm. Oh, so sweet. But yeah, and I remember that, and I thought this girl just be making up story. And every time Amber did a live on her and said something, she rechanged or retwisted another story she had told us before about it. You know what I mean? Like for instance, so when Amber Rain was raining all over the witch's broom, so the broom was too wet to fly. When that was going on, Amber came on and showed us pictures of the house. You know, the house that she had to crawl up out of. The house that the family couldn't hear her screams as she was being attacked. And the reason I'm not saying this to be funny, I'm saying it because she said it. But in this same house, Amber showed us the house was as big as this square that the doggone computer got me thinking. I mean, it was a window away from me calling it a shack. It wasn't that big. It definitely wasn't big enough that you were screaming through the house and nobody heard you. And remember, it's the same house, y'all. that she came out on the porch. I'm sorry, crawled, dragged her body off the porch. Hold on. Hey, sis. Well, the emergency. Okay. You back at the house? Okay. Well, I'm live right now. I'll call you when I'll come by there when I get off. All right. Bye. And so, everybody got something for me to make sure I'm good, but I'm not going to surgery. I got some emergency, drink that, and you make sure. And when you stay in, and but oh, and my bestie's brother said he's sending me some food on Sunday. Oh, sorry. But this is the porch that she crawled out on. She dragged her body because her back was broke. She would learn her back was broken in like 67 places. You know what I'm saying? Her back was broken. She dragged her body, her lifeless body out. And I was like, was he SAing her or was he throwing her around by her feet like a rag doll through this shack and still had his mama not hear him abusing this woman like this? But anyway, she dragged and crawled. She crawled in her body out to the porch, called 911. And she called 911. And when she called them, she told them, I need you to do 3 things. I need you to turn your lights off. I need you all to come up and not be aggressive. And I need y'all to pull like a block away and walk up. This man just assaulted me. Blasey, bleezy, bluesy, bluesy. She showed them all this. And they said, okay, ma'am, that's how we're going to come get him. And they did this because she told us they did this, that they pulled the block away. But when he came out, he was so charming. I said, wait a minute, were you still laying on the ground? Like, was she still laying on the porch or did she get up and stand? She stood, y'all. She stood with this broke back because here's something we know. We know that she said when her mom came, that her and her mom drove down to the gas station. And then she told her mother what happened. And her mother said, we going back to get your pictures. I said, wait, what? Wait a minute. Now, I remember putting in Amber's chat. And if she didn't erase everything, we could go back and see it. I remember putting in the chat, wait a minute. My mama would have went back there and took lives. Okay? Let's get the pictures. And she was like, she had these precious pictures of her son. I said, this is beyond the after school special. This is beyond soap operas. This is beyond 90210. This is beyond it all, y'all. This is Degrassi could never go here. Like this, it's just way too much. I was like, wait, what? Then she told us that, so remember now, because of this whole situation, at this time, her friend's still alive, right? He's not gone yet, remember? Because he's gone because she told him about this day where she was dragging her body. Just John King, how you doing? How you doing? Susan, in case I didn't see you, how you doing? Let me make sure I ain't missing nobody. I know I'll be at the top. I just spoke to you already. But yeah, avoid eye contact. Did I speak to you? Because you know I love that name, especially with my bad eyes. But then she went and told her best friend. Her best friend, who Amber Rain tells us was 41 years old when he passed away. And she was probably 29, for real. 25, who knows? I don't know. But this was her best friend. This father of like 6. He had like 6 children and a wife. Best friends. Why didn't, because I'm going to fast forward real quick. Why didn't Broke Broom ever call his wife? Because if you was his best friend, I know you know his wife. So when Amber Rain was shitting all over your best friend or whatever she was doing, which because that's what you was calling it back then, why didn't you call her and be like, hey, come set this story straight? Come let him know how he avenged me. She probably would say, "Who are you?" That's what she would have said. Okay. Okay. So anyway, she told her best friend. She said, "Best friend, he forced me to be his girlfriend. I was just there to take care of his mother. And he took advantage of me. And I somehow broke my back in the process of it. I dragged myself outside, called the cops, told him to come up. He charmed the shit out of them too. I got my mama to come get me. Christoph, how you doing? How you doing? I got my mama to come get me. We came back to get the pictures, and his mother certainly didn't want to give me the pictures. Now, wait a minute. I thought his mama didn't hear your cries. You know what I'm saying? So if she didn't hear your cries, then why does she have something against you? Did he go in and say, "Hey, mama, just so you know, last night I had to break her back in more ways than one, and now she is done called the police, but I charmed them. I charmed them. Don't you worry about it." So anyway, she tells her best friend. She said, "The best friend, if you know what Donnie did to me, he did A, B, C. It's the easiest one, two." So she told him. When she told him this, her best friend said, "Oh, hell no. The police don't care, but I'm with it." Best friend jumped on his bicycle, and we only know that because this is what the article tells us about it. The case files, excuse me, the articles, the case files, everything lead us to this story. He jumped on the bike. See, but we're gonna add the truth with the lie together. He jumped on his bike. He rode on over. He confronted Donnie, because right now we telling her version. He confronted Donnie. He said, "Hey, you think you gonna go mess with broke broom and break her back and get away with it? I'm here to avenge my friend." And Donnie laid him down. And the only person that led, now Donnie dad, oh, I forgot, he admitted it to her that Donnie laid her down. And then she was the key star witness, key person. She is the reason he got sentenced. She was the judge, jury, and the prosecutor. She was. But what we learned from Amber Rain was she was nothing. She was nothing to the case. She was nothing to Donnie. She was nothing to the person who passed. That was not her best friend. But anyway, what we found out was the best friend had an altercation with Donnie, had nothing to do with her. And the best friend was riding his bike down the street, minding that their business of his. And Donnie's father let Donnie know he was outside. Donnie attacked this here man. But before this man could take his last breath, he let the police, not Donnie Daddy, not you, not Donnie. He let the police know who killed him. Mm-hmm. 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 They didn't need no more witnesses, sweetie. They didn't need none more than Donnie. Okay. And that's why your whole backbreaking story is it's not even in the side notes. Okay. It's not. And how you even got on their radar was when he was trying to write you letters. And they was like, "Hey, Heifer, who are you?" And you wanted to tell him you was his homie lover friend, but you was scared. So I'm just, like I said, I don't know, but those are things I remember about Broke Broom. I remember how Broke Broom has right before she went with whoever that was, I can't remember her name, nothing against her, I just can't remember her name right now, Christy something. And it's not Denver, so it was one of the Christies. And she went on vacation with her. Before that, I remember Broke Broom sitting around talking on her channel about how she had an indigenous friend and he was going to take her on the reservation. Mm-hmm. 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 What happened to him? Where did he go? What happened to y'all trip? And wasn't he supposed to be from your tribe? Hmm. third cousin twice removed. Like, wasn't it something like that? What happened to him? What happened to that water camera you were getting? What happened to them long walks on the mountain? What really happened to that duck egg? Why the hell did Princess Teacher give her a potato? Inquiring minds want to know. AKA me. I do, girl. I do. You be answering all these questions. I be like, answer this shit. Answer that. Answer why all these dudes so in love with you that you still had to be forced to finally sign divorce papers to let go of somebody who you swear been let you go. And is the worst person in the whole wide world. But I don't think when you say that, you realize that you're talking about 23 chromosomes of your children who really look bad. Like, are you making him look bad or are you making them look bad? Yes, the indigenous stranger. And she was ready to do a whole tour through the reservations with him. I'm still waiting. She was grifting that day. That's why I said the famous Subway day, I was watching it. She said the storm was so bad they couldn't bring in her groceries until, let's just say it was Monday, until like Wednesday. Because whatever was going on with that weather out there was so bad, right? And then she couldn't get no groceries in. And then she named it. It was something that she had at home that she could make for them. Because she said that first. That she could go on and make that. But they love it so much. That wasn't going to make it. Then she always give you the famous, let me see what I got. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I got. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just get us some Subways. And she was, even when she was talking about the Subway, she was talking about Subways for 3 people. But it was really only 2 people there. I remember when Seawood used to say how her son took the daughter to the park every night. That while she was live, that's what he'd be doing. Then they was going to take their bath. And I was like, together? Or with you? Like, this is weird. But she used to say that. I just remember, and I used to sit there and think, girl, this is why we be talking about you. Like, do you hear what comes out your mouth? Did you just say that you dragged your body to a porch, but suddenly when the police came, you were standing? Oh, yeah, she got all the gold, man. Oh, baby, bye. Baby, bye. Like I said, the day she pulled the computer situation, oh, that's blue raspberry. The day she pulled the computer debacle, at first, I'll never forget. Y'all, anybody who watched, know I ain't making this up. Jen Bailey was up on panel with her because Jen used to beat this one, Jen. Because you know they'd fall out. And then they say horrible shit about each other and they come back together. Well, this one is happening is good. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to smack this in here. Jen Bailey was on panel with her. And she was bitching more about how she's sorry she can't do this because she's so used to doing it with her laptop and the laptop gone or something with it. And Jen Bailey was like, I'll send it to you. I sent it to you, that's fine. Stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. One man band. I hear Duran King. And she's like, I got it. I'll send it to you. Then I seen, like I said, when she wanted that underwater camera, she's showing everybody. Now, first of all, I'll never forget this either. She's telling everybody how she know the camera she won, but how she's not making no money on YouTube because she's new to being monetized. She don't make money like people think it is. It's this, it's that. Then when people send super chats and super stickers, they take this and they basically give you a penny and all this. So she's telling everybody all that. The next thing you know, she said, I want to give more stuff. Like I want to do more of my spirit boxes. I want to do, she was talking about something. She'd go, it was like a creek on a mountain, y'all. And that if she had this camera where the water was or whatever, she could do things underwater. She could do this other stuff, all this stuff. I still ain't seen it. Not one, unless she does it on her members only. I ain't seen one underwater picture. The only picture I seen with water is the picture she got mad about with Terry Lynn, and that was of her ex-husband sitting with her kids at the pool or something. That's the only water I seen. I ain't seen nothing. And that only reason I got to go back and look at that, even with their faces blurred out, was because you kept swearing I knew what was going on. Girl, like I even know your kids or your ex-husband. I don't want to know. I don't know you. Why would I want to know that? And I knew when she went on that vacation with old girl, it was going to become a disaster. I knew it. I know she's been lying on Maria for a while. Because she used to just get mad at Maria about stuff Maria did to other people. And that's what be her big thing. She just talked about what Maria did to other people. And even when Brooke and Maria got cold, she wouldn't let go what happened between them. But her, first of all, it happened between them. So when something happens between people, it's on them to decide what they're going to do. I don't know of a way. And she said she has a job, but I'm just waiting for her son to either have lost it, her blame the internet for losing it. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Right when you think she about to get paid, something gonna happen drastic, and then she gonna need the money that she would have got paid. It's gonna be something. Like I said, when she leaked that video of Princess, to me, she leaked it on purpose, and she purposely gave. I know one thing: there are people that support her, and not being. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell nobody what to do with their money. You know what I mean? But it's people that support her. So if you want me to believe that around the Christmas holiday, they didn't send her money and stuff or gifts for Princess, I know they did. Because when she had the little Princess channel, it was your community buying all the gifts for Princess for her to open up and play with. You know what I mean? When she was into those little tiny things. And she had Princess open up some of the wackest gifts ever. When Princess opened up that skull head from her mama, let me tell you something. I know some kids who love skull head rain boots, skull head lunchboxes, skull head. They like that stuff. They like pirates. I know kids like pirates, so they like the skull heads too. But I know kids who like that. But when you got it, you were bragging kind of like it was gonna be her favorite gift. And the whole look on the side of her face said, bitch bad. Girl bad. Girl, did you get this at the register? You know how you walking up to the register at like a TJ Maxx, AJ Wright, Marshalls. When you walking up, they got all this stuff like on the side. And see, the gift comes from the heart. Now, if she liked skulls, that would have been great, but she didn't seem even happy. And I felt like that was a gift too. I felt like it was for anybody who felt sorry for her to be like, oh, let me get you this so you can get her everything she wants. Wait, what does she want to switch? What does she want of this? What does she want of this? But then she'll be telling us she broke, and then she'll tell us, oh, that's Princess in the background playing with the Oculus. Who bought that? Because then you just say your lights out. We shouldn't have no Oculus if our lights out. Who charging this year? Like, I don't know. Yeah, so when they were talking about it over there, I was like, man, I'm going down Broom Lane. She been doing these lives. Like I said, I mean, when she said, I did that live months ago. When she said Maria called her sister's job, and she knew it because the person had a Hispanic accent, that was the most racist shit I ever heard in my life. That was I just couldn't believe that shit came out of her mouth. I said, wait, what? I was still partially watching her then. I said, wait, what? And how do you know it was a Cuban accent? Or it was just Hispanics would automatically belong to her? It was so confusing. It was so confusing. She always lying. She said Brooke, she used to always say on channel, Brooke be nonstop stalking her. Nonstop this. And then she'll bring up stuff that was from months ago. Oh, remember this day when Brooke sent me a cash app? Now, here's the thing. When Brooks sent Siwa the cash app, Maria and Siwa was still cool. Maria was up on the panel. And that day it was Maria, Siwa, Sunshinery, somebody else up there, I can't remember who. But when Brooks sent the cash app to Siwa, they told her to go ahead and send it back, right? She said, well, she didn't instantly be like, oh, I'm gonna send that right back. I'm gonna send that because I don't want nothing from nobody who stalks me, who lies on me. She was like, and y'all, it was like a $5 cash. I was like, should I give it back or should I give half of it back and then keep half of it wasting my time? You know, like, should I do something like that? How's the environment? How you doing? With their first job, exactly. A teen who live in somebody else's house who pays all the bills. She sure does. Just like Liz, how you doing, sis? Y'all had a volleyball game today? Or was that an upload? Your daughter had a volleyball game, what she saying? Yeah, she does. And my thing is like I said, because watching her. So remember, first she lived in the mountains. Then she used to live in the reservation. Then she lived, I mean, it's always somewhere. It's always something that got nothing to do with it. Then when it came out, she had like 6 siblings. Then she was like, you know what I mean? They grew up this. The baddest thing one of her siblings ever did was get a tattoo. Soon as she said it that day, I said, you lying, girl, because you already told us that you done dated a killer. You had kids by now. This allegedly, all this, well, he had killed in jail for, we know, we read the articles. But the other stuff is alleged. You allegedly had children by a man who you knew. I mean, come on, y'all. What's that story she tell about him when she says that he was trying to take his own life? Or was that about Donnie? Which one of her guys was it was going to try to take her life and she called the ambulance? And then she said sometimes she wished she didn't. Who was that? Was that Donnie? Was that the other dude? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Because she literally said that it was one of them. Because all her dudes are bad. None of them sound like nothing. No woman should want they like Princess. Don't you think none of this sound good? I don't know about your dad. You know him, so you can make your judgment about that. But these other men are losers. Anyway, she said one of the dudes was trying to take his life. He had took all this M. He was trying to take his life, and she called the ambulance for him. And one day when she was going off, she was like, what if I wouldn't have called the ambulance? Maybe I shouldn't. And she was crying. I thought, first of all, girl, you're saying maybe I should have let somebody die so my life could be better. I'm glad she's not a nurse. It was Donnie. Now, you were saving his life. And wait, more than one of her boyfriends forced her into a relationship. Because didn't she say that about her his father too? That he just wouldn't stop pursuing her. Same thing with Donnie. Napa, how you doing, sis? Same thing with Donnie. Donnie just wouldn't stop begging for her love. Finally, she just gave in. And Jezebel, how you doing? Finally, she gave in and said, I'm going to give it to you. I mean, me as a girlfriend, my hand in relationship, not nothing else. And I just wonder if Donnie's mama wouldn't give her those pictures that day, right? Then why was Donnie's mama calling her to take her to visit Donnie in jail? And didn't Amber tell us that Donnie's mama could drive? She wasn't no cripple. That she didn't need a caregiver. Didn't she tell us that? Didn't Siwa tell us that her grandmother was Elvis Presley's biggest fan? And when you look up the woman who is, it ain't her grandmother. Yeah, she did. Hmm. So sometimes when we go down Siwa Lane, I just start thinking all these lies. Like, oh man. Then I think of her coming on there snotting and crying to correct the lie. Mm-hmm. She the only person. Well, she not the only person, but she one of the YouTubers that'll come on here and somebody come up on her channel and be talking about their stuff, right? And she's gonna turn it to her stuff. She's gonna turn it into "Whoa, it's me." You know what I mean? Whoa, it's me. It happened to me worse. You didn't know my life worse. Because remember, you had this perfect life. Everything was perfect. You just fell in love with the wrong guy over and over and over again. And weren't you still married when you and Donnie was so called when he was trying to be your girl boyfriend? It's all confusing. It's all confusing. No, I know they were talking about it when I was watching Maria's before this. I was watching Maria's and they were talking about her live from today. I mean, she's just a drifter, a liar. And like I said, she says the worst shit once again. There's another advocate. Here go another one of these damn advocates for women. One of these survivors, that we need to protect the women. Girl, I wouldn't let that girl protect the roaches. For real, because she's not even protecting Princess. She got Princess dangling off broomsticks, grabbing damn eggs, and all this other wild shit she doing with her. She's screaming all night like she don't hear her. I'd rather hear she was in a bad relationship and at least her daughter was hearing her screaming. That her daughter hears her screaming at the computer every night about shit she really did. You know what I mean? And I know even her daughter be listening, like, Mama, you didn't say that yesterday. Like, because kids are very observant. So I know her daughter be like, Mama, you lying. Mama, we ate already. Mama, somebody said in Maria chat today, they said that she was over, JJ said it, that she was over there grifting so hard today and saying, you know what, look, it'll cost extra hundreds of extra dollars for Princess to go. She'll be fine. Of course she'll be fine because you ain't doing nothing with it anyway. I said that. That's in my opinion. You could talk about even if I was the worst mother or unattentive mother in the world when my kids were young, because I got grown ass kids. They damn near 29, all of them. So, like I said, the truth of the matter is you can say whatever you wanted. I'm not doing it on the internet. My kids aren't kids right now. I don't even have my granddaughter live with me, and I'll be more involved with her when she's around me than you seem to be around yours. Because I remember when your daughter came running in there and she got bit in the face by a wasp. Then we recently just had her last year come up in there bit by something else. Where do you be? And even then, you was on the internet so deep that you was blowing her off. Like your sister came up in there, your daughter came up in there, your daughter screaming bloody murder, and you kind of like basically would y'all shut her up because I'm live. And I remember you was in the middle of a good grift too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the violins be playing. Yeah, because I think they said she took the live down or private it. She gonna say it's getting edited. She's editing it. Because I've watched some of her lives back in the day and things happen on there, and then when it came back up, that part wasn't there at all. And so she'll say, oh, I removed it. Somebody's phone number, somebody's this, somebody's that. No, sweetie, you removed other stuff that wasn't. Shit, I remember who was that? Was that funny how the tables turn? Was that what's her name who came up there and cussed Siwa out? When Siwa put that Martin Luther King thing up, they tried to have that black white conversation over on her channel. Who is that? I think it's old girl who yeah, I know what's old girl's name. The one who called the family or her son. Wasn't that his name Penelope? I'm trying to think of who that was. She came on there and checked Siwa on her own grounds. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I said, when Broke Broom just broke up with Muzz when their relationship ended, what was the first thing she said? Muzz is taking money out of my daughter's mouth. How the hell is Muzz? Muzz ain't putting no money in your daughter's mouth. Oh, that's right, because she had struck you 452,000 times. And you couldn't go live, but you still went live. And then just all disappeared? That was weird. It was all weird. Like I said, see what everything is a grip for her. She was grifting. Hey, the reason John and them even wanted to talk to her son's friends' family is because they knew that, look, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. When Siwa got the flowers for the funeral, first of all, when she was asking for, people to donate and do this, she kept saying stuff like, this is sudden and I wanted to do something for them, and the one thing they couldn't get was the flowers. She made it like, like they couldn't get no flowers. First of all, that whole thing was a tragedy. So if they have any friends or anybody in their life, they're going to reach out. They're going to reach, do y'all need anything? And man, just flowers? We can do that. But anyway, so she was like, this is the bouquet I got. But this is the bouquet I would have got, but I just couldn't afford it because I've spent all my money because I put my money on the table because I didn't want people to have anything to say. So I made sure I did it. And I say, Mom, show me a receipt where you paid for it. Don't show me the address. You ain't got to show me the name on it. Show me the receipt with the little, thing you wrote to put in the card for me. Show me that. Mm-hmm. But even when they brought the girl on, what you could tell was they didn't really know Siwa like that. Like they didn't. They knew her son. They didn't know her like that, at all. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's nice. And even Siwa, when she was breaking it down to us, she said so first she said she had talked to the mother because remember she told us the mother said all she needed was flowers. Then she said because people were doing this, she had to reach out to the mother, to the family. I thought you had already reached out to them. I mean, shouldn't you have reached out to say my condolences? Shouldn't you have reached out to say, do you need anything? You should have reached out. And on the day of their funeral, if you had any kind of relationship, and even if you didn't, because your son did, what you should have done was you should have called them up and said, hey guys, let me tell you something. People hate me on the internet. And that bouquet of flowers I sent you, and whatever else I sent you, trust me, they trying to make a big deal. You could have did anything, but you had no relationship with these people. Stop lying. She just lied all the time. Just like she said, old boy from the show gave her the name Tink Tink. I know of Tink Tinks that are tiny people. I know of Tink Tinks when they talking about a woman's privacy. What she do with a little Tink Tink. A little Tink Tink is the thing between them legs. I know, some people they might call it rat, whatever. Tink Tink in it. But she gave her that name, Tink Tink. She lived in such a fantasy. Either men were adoring, like they were just so obsessed with you and they were doing all this, or they just didn't care. And you said you were with your kid's daddy since you were like 17. So when were you having all these other relationships? Did y'all have big breakup spurts? Like, were y'all the type, I'm breaking up with you Monday, so I can have a boyfriend Tuesday, then Thursday? I'd be like, well, that don't count because I wasn't with you. Like, what was going on in their house? And didn't your son say that the stuff you said wasn't so? I think he old enough to know if he grew up in this abusive home like that, especially if he was one of the people being abused. I think he would remember. I don't think he blacked that out of his memory like that. And then if it was true, does he want you telling his story? Because he old enough to tell his own story. The parts he want, the parts he don't want to, he's old enough for that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, she did like a week later. See, I remember when she did. I'm like, girl, why don't you show us? Oh, she probably did because by a week later, Look, by a week later, you know what? She probably did hostile because by a week later, she had everybody over there. Sherelle had came over, Amber, everybody brought her over there. Everybody was on it because it was a bad thing. I'm not going to change my mind that that shit was wrong. And even if I hated her, I would have never reached out to that family ever in their time of grievance. I would have never done that. Ever. I'd talk about her. I'd talk about the flowers she bought. I'd have got all deep in it. Lavender lady, how you doing? How you doing? No, and the sister and the mother said they got the stuff from her. They got the flowers. And they kept asking her what kind of amount of money and stuff. But like I said, the only reason to me, she could have done that shit in private to keep their privacy. You know how people say when somebody passes away, you want to respect the hold on, Lavender, I want to finish reading your comment. You want to respect their privacy. And there was no respect because I also remember when she told the story. Okay, yeah, I didn't see the receipt. I just saw when it first happened, and I thought, girl, instead of telling people, because remember when she first showed about the flowers, they hadn't brought the sister and them up on the thing. She showed this like the day before the funeral, and they called like the day after the funeral. They brought her up like 3 in the morning, so it was the night of the funeral. They brought her up like they had the funeral earlier that day. So I didn't see it after because I thought that shit was just kind of dark and like, damn, these people have a loss that they'll never get over, and we sitting here playing with it right now. And I respect the dead, so I stopped watching to tell you the truth. Hmm. Right, and then I remember they raised them some money on bringing them up there. I remember that part, and then I remember that the sister went on, not the sister, yeah, the sister went on Rabbits after that. The sister went on Rabbits, and what's her name? I can't think of her name at all. And she did an interview with Rabbit telling what happened, how she got involved and stuff. Hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Thank you. I just read your second one. Yep, it was on Rabbits. They came up on Rabbit. And I remember, I love Rabbit. I remember when all this was going on. Like I said, I remember coming to the panel, coming over to Seawoods, and Seawood was balling, and everybody was there. Everybody was in the chat. Tierra was in the chat. Amber was over. Amber was on the panel with Sherelle. I remember that. And I felt so, let me tell you something. I felt so bad for her son when she first told the story, and because she was going off. How she brought it up on the channel when I was watching was she was going off on somebody about not responding to them, like, or not answering their emails or their IG messages or something. And she was saying, everybody don't know. And she named who knew, you know what I'm saying, at the time. It was like, I can't remember which one of our moms knew, but she said that she had just been going through a lot and she had been trying to be there for her son because her son had lost a friend and he was right there when it happened. So she said, I thought, oh my God, that's terrible. So I thought car accident. Honest to God, that's why I instantly thought in my head, like car accident. But then Sewell would keep talking and basically saying like that, you know, a G went off. Her son was right next to him. There was, there was brain matter. I said, wait a minute, this is getting too vivid. And I thought she should stop right now. Because I don't think that you should ever have to close your mouth because people don't like you. You should be able to talk about what you want to. But remember, just make sure because people are going to want to attack you. Don't bring other people into it by talking about them because some losers are just looking for people to find. It made me very sad. I felt so bad. And then I felt bad that because his mother's on the internet and brought his friend's story up on the internet, that now the boy's family members are up not 24 hours after burying their child. And I just thought that was sick. I'm sorry. I just think I just give them some damn next week, maybe next month, maybe. You still ain't gonna like her. I mean, we almost a year and a half over later, and we still don't like. I mean, people still don't like her. I mean, that didn't change. Yeah, on Rabbits, I remember That's where I got all the clarification. But in speaking as the events happened. So, like I said, but I didn't remember the part. But I did remember her saying that Siwa did send flowers. And then Siwa, because they didn't know her as Siwa. But that she did send flowers, and then she did send them something, but she had like sent it to the mother, so she didn't know like exactly. So like if she showed receipts, I didn't remember that part. But yeah, I do remember that. But I also remember when Siwa was telling everybody about the flowers before the family even had got brought to the light. But when she was doing it and saying like, "Oh, the mother," then people were looking it up and finding out the mother did, because before they brought the mother up, people had realized who the family was and saw that they did have a GoFundMe up, that they had their own one, because one day she was saying something about, oh man, that's the part I can't remember. I can't remember if they had a GoFundMe up. She did say it because she said he was so close that it got on her son. And since we would later find out how the young man passed away sadly, in the manner, I should say, not the cause, but in the manner of what went on with this G, what got on his leg? What else was there to get on his leg? Yeah. Because she was screaming and crying. Because when she said it, I instantly felt for her kid. Because I know one thing about these young people, whether they lose a friend to violence, whether they lose a friend to a simple mistake with a handgun, whether they lose a friend to a car accident, whether they lose a friend to illness, it impacts them so freaking hard. Because to them, their friends are their world. They're the people that understand the world you don't understand, meaning your parents and stuff like that. So I just thought it was, I don't know. I don't know. Mhm. Oh, Rabbit always got the receipts. Oh, welcome back to us. Cooks with Love. How you doing? How you doing? I'm sorry I got off here early and didn't get to say to you, I'm sorry you've been under the weather. Sending you prayers and love, sis. Because I know I haven't seen you in a while. Prayers and love. But yeah. I wouldn't share the GoFundMe on here. Not on here. Maybe if I went on my Facebook, somebody not on here, I wouldn't have. I mean, they'll stalk you on your Facebooks and stuff, but none of my stuff is private, so it's no stalking either. hmm Either way, it was gonna go bad because right when it was going on, you were in the heart of wars with a bunch of people who play shady, who you already told us they doing this, they doxing this, they telling this, they doing that, they picking this, they going there, they doing this, they finding your family, they finding your siblings. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just like, okay, I kind of get you, but I kind of don't. That's called putting shit in the line of fire. Yeah, it's traumatizing. And then to think that now you have to explain to the family that your mother coming on here and you already know, if you've lived in the house with your mother, what your mother and her internet channel has brought to your house, has brought to your life. So that's why I was like, oh man. And I even said that. I said, man, I already know this got to be hard on him as a child. It could shift the relationship with you and your mama because you're just angry right now and don't understand. And think how you couldn't protect nothing because you're young. Then we have to remember that after that, John Yikes was then saying her son was whole in a relationship with a young man. It became like a tragic story that never needed to be on the internet like that. And then she's repeating what they're saying about her son on her channel, telling us what they said. That's what I said. It was all tragic, if you ask me. It was just sad. Mm. Oh my goodness, Cooks. How is your friend doing? Snuggle, snuggle, how you doing? Oh, Cooks. Prayers for your friend too. Oh, it's been a rough. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. So sorry to hear that. But yeah, and like I said, so when that was going on, I'm just like, oh, this is just too much. Jezebel, Jezebel. I'm like, this is too much. It is too much. You should be able to. You should be able to. Right. But here's the thing, if you have a toxic channel or a fighting channel, it's hard to turn it to the peace. All it's going to do is taint everything you're trying to do right on it. So let's just say if you have a toxic channel, do you have a membership? Do it in there. Because the truth of the matter is everybody who's seeing it on the outside of your platform aren't going to be the people who donate. They just get to see it. You know what I mean? Like they just get to see it. You think they're gonna go in their pockets and be coming out on? They not coming out on nothing. But those members will. The ones who can will. They'll reach out. If you have a Facebook or an Instagram on there, you have people that you're really connected with in life. You send it there. You know what I mean? Because that's where you might be able to make some moves or make something happen. Because you should be able to do that. But if I know I'm dealing with people and on my channel, I've done and people around me have done where we do stuff like they're gonna go find this family because she was saying it before it ever happened. I know they'll find this family, then they'll be doing this, and where you knew what they would do. Like you knew what they would do. But even if you okay with that happening for you, like you should have enough respect for people that you don't bring it to them, especially in a time of grievance. I don't gotta know you, and even if I don't like you, trust me, in your time of grievance, I'm not gonna be glorifying about what we going through. I'm gonna bag up for a second. Now, if you want to be on something while you're on, that's you, and we can be on it. But like I said, I will give you a little space. You just a little space. Now, that's it. Yep. On her actual content and what she can actually do. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I said, and then like stop trying to win everybody over and just let them decide if they want. But I feel like she always trying to win. Like even when you see on TikTok, she be on TikTok. She's naming Clint Brady to be her bestie. She on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be some dropping names. Just like when she remember when all she talked about was the bounty hunter and how they called her about the whole thing about the new girlfriend and just always girl, just let your works do your work. Show for itself. Speak for itself and stay at, but she always responded. And sometimes she put herself in it. She put herself dead in it. Hmm. I couldn't believe they found the family. I couldn't believe people were even looking for. 'Em. I wouldn't have cared if she gave them $8,080. I wouldn't have. I just wouldn't have been looking for them. They hurt enough, so it's not like I would have got a pleasure if I hurt them. You know, I've been young and lost a friend. It's real hard to swallow. It's real hard to deal with. And my beef ain't with your shorties. Like for real. Like people like my beef with you is with your whole family. You're lying unless your family got beef. Because other than that, my beef with you is gonna stay with you. And whoever want to help join with you with it. Right, right. I didn't believe that either. What Facebook? I mean, Facebook is huge. Millions of people on here. And you just happen to stroll across. Because what our gift see was see, we never said no names. She didn't say what town and county they lived in, none of that. Mhm. I thought they would, but that's one of the things that showed me that some of these people have no boundaries. There's no boundaries in their play box. You just do whatever you want. Mhm. And that's the bad part is that once you start getting famous for the bad stuff, every time these people look in their analytics and they see the numbers are different when they try to just be themselves, they go to what is the quick way. But to me, then I just start keep boasting who I am, because at the end of the night, what you're gonna get the most of out of me is who I am. So even when I'm sitting here talking about this stuff, I can hold a conversation and talk about these things. Like I tell people, I can listen to what people saying about it. None of that is a conversation. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it was something to that order of that. That's how it went down, and then they fell out, then got back together. Well, like, and I ask myself about things. I ask myself, like, what if it was me? The rage that be going through me. If I caught any family member, like I said, my cousin was killed. Shit, it seemed like it was a long time ago, and it wasn't. It was over a year ago, and my cousin was famous, and to me, he'll always be. But when he died, I didn't come on here. You know why? Because he has a lot of enemies on this here internet, and in this super gang. And what I wasn't going to do was fight with people who ain't gonna change their mind, whether they doing it for clout or they doing it because they really feel it to disrespect my loved one. Because trust, like I said, nobody worried or ducking nothing about what nobody's saying, but I know that. I knew that. And I'm talking about millions of people. My cousin has videos on YouTube. I could share them on YouTube. My cousin has videos on YouTube with over a million views, interviews. Him doing my cousin has done them on Street Stars, all these big like. But anyway, I knew, I know, and to me, for what? Because you think it'll change that we love him? You think it'll change that he was the first one of any of my cousin's kids to ever pass away? Not one of us, him. You think it'll stop the dent and hole it put in my family and his immediate family and his children's life forever? It won't. It won't. But like I said, but that's what I said. But when you come on here, and I mean, I could have grabbed all the clout on that story. I could grab hella clout on. I could have took you dead to his damn house, interviewed his whole mom and my cousin for a while. I ain't chasing no clout. So to me, when you come on, you're doing certain things. You got to know: am I doing it for the right reason, or am I doing it because I want to whatever, whatever? And sometimes when you're a cloud chaser, it's hard for me to separate when you're cloud chasing and you're doing something for real. I don't know the difference no more. Then with Amanda Panda, how you doing? How you doing? Shyla, how you doing? Yeah, but what I'm it's just an example. So, like I'm saying with the whole Steven thing, like, and my telling when she told the story about her son, she first of all, you told it, you brought it out because somebody was trying to say that you were ignoring them in their messages. And you could have easily just said, hey, we've suffered a close loss. Hmm. Yeah, I would be enraged. I know somebody one day this guy, his grandson got killed. And so we went over to his daughter's house, and she was a mother hysterical because two young men got into a fight and one of the men couldn't take the loss of the fight. You know what I mean? And um they took the matter to their own hand. But anyway, someone posted on Instagram him fighting to take his last breaths on the ground because there were people outside when it happened. And I thought, dang, like in what world, even if it wasn't my people, would I think that what I want to share to the world? And it got lots of views till it was pulled down. Lots and lots of views. And I thought, look at the world we live in. Everybody said they hate violence, but as soon as you put it up, everybody want it. Everybody in it. Everybody need it. Maria, how you doing, sis? Girl, I'm talking broke grown because I was over there watching your live, girl. Yeah, going down. Girl, I've always been trying to take you down, Maria. Ever since you left. She remixed your song to Hate Maria. She gonna keep lying on you. She said, yes, you called her sister's job. There's no proof. She just said it. You did it. Okay? You did it. You did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's horrible. It's horrible. People do horrible things. And that's why all these adults on here playing around with people in the world when we see what the world is capable of doing. I thought, what are y'all doing? What are y'all chancing? You didn't have to grow up in the skunk. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of people grew up in the hood. They ain't never had nobody break in their house. They ain't never had their house shot up. Get what I'm saying? They played outside in sprinklers. They know all their neighbors. So it's your idea of what the hood is. But it don't mean I'm scandalous and a trifling person. And some of these people are acting like they grew up in the best things since sliced bread. And they do some of the most hateful, heinous shit. I know that's right. I don't. You come lying. I'm going to prove you're a liar. And I said, Maria, when it happened, I did a live back then. And I said it like, wait a minute. They sounded Hispanic? That made him Maria? Girl, I can't. This ever. I can't. Just like she said that Brooke called her daughter's school. The old school. Ain't no school in Texas playing with these kids. Okay? One of the safest places probably these schools right now. They ain't playing with these kids. So they ain't taking kindly to nobody calling the schools looking for kids for some YouTube bullshit because you lying, girl. I wouldn't even confess with my mouth these kind of lies because the thought that somebody was calling the internet and calling my sisters, I wouldn't even put that into the air. Mm-hmm. And I feel you on that, Charlotte. And that's how I look. Let me tell you something. Even when I don't like somebody, if before I made comments when I liked them, those still stay the same because that's the mindset I was in. No, don't. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, Charlotte, you fine. You are fine. And let me tell you something. One thing, this is to every chat, but you definitely, I want everybody to know it up in here. Coming in here and having conversations don't make you on the side of anything but the conversation. You get what I'm saying? And in here, if you notice when you read in the chat, but you never gonna catch people go, we ain't in here I call a broke room. I've been saying that over a year now. It's just a broke room. You know what I'm saying? But no, we don't do that because the thing about it, like I said, I hate nobody. These are just my opinions on the things I say. But yeah, no. And how could you? How could you? Like I said, when I used to stand by their event, it was a lot of things I didn't say nothing about because those were things she was doing, not on me. And still, like I said, even now, even when I had to go ahead and say something about it, it had shit to do with that. Other than you got into it, everybody. Now I'm gonna say that, but I'm not biting no tongues. What I said when I said it, I meant it. They don't. Mine don't. And then I'm stubborn, so it's real hard to change my mind once I'm got it stuck in my head. Yep, it's just kind of, and that's what people have to understand when we're on here. So whether we're talking about Lita and 90 Day, we talking about you know what I'm saying, we talking about the stuff we watch on here, or we talking about a movie we all seen. We're discussing what we got out of it, what was our favorite, what we didn't like, why we don't watch it no more. You get what I'm saying? These are conversations. These are conversations. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, it's no sides in here. It's nothing but love and respect. Like I said, and let me tell you, and I gotta say it. One of the things that set the first example for me, I'm gonna say is it's Maria, because you know Maria. Ooh, dear. Ooh, yeah. You know they call her Maria. Maria done had so many wars. Whether you did it or you didn't, girl, you done had them. But Maria has been nothing but respectful. And so when everybody was momoing her to death, I made sure, because right that time, that's who was in my chat who I knew if people came in. But I want people to understand, just like I'm gonna do it for her, I'm gonna do it for you. Same thing. Ain't no need for us to come up in here and go into the name call. Ain't no, because in reality, I don't want to see somebody they blocked. If I still want to see them, then it's still something I want to see. So I'm still watching. So that's it. It's that I don't mind who like who. I don't get on nobody back. That's why I just recently used an example. Peace and Cues was Muzz. I don't know if she still is. Was Muzz moderator? Okay, got nothing against her. She ain't never came in and be like, girl, if you don't get the Muzz about here, Muzz never. Cause I don't hate Muzz. I told you I'm a Scorpio Sagittarius, and if you come for me, it's hard for me to let the go. It's real hard. I'm trying, but anyway, off of that. But I've shared some of her work. I'm material. She just did a Timu thing on some arts and crafts she got from Timu. And I was actually going to share that. Like I said, I'm not that person. I'm not simple minded. I live so far out of a box, it's ridiculous. I'm more understanding than most. And that's why when I flip, it's over because I'm done. I'm more understanding than most. I can be around you and not judge you for your mistakes or not hold you to what somebody else feel. You know what I'm saying? But also not disrespect them at the same time. I know how to do them both. And that's what I tell people. I don't got to come rocking up in no chats to defend none of the people I ride for. I stand by them by not disrespecting them. You're never going to catch me somewhere shitting on them. I will always stand by them as long as I stand by them. We good. I'm always there with them. Like I said, I do Peace and Cues. And Peace and Cues has been coming in my chat for almost a year and a half, almost 2 years. The whole time I've been going live. And it's never been, and I'm never gonna make them. But I've always known, like I said, that don't bother me. Who people like, they don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I don't. And try look. This is it. That's what I. That's how I feel about things. It's like, okay, here's the thing. Okay, you were there. You know what I mean? You were there. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't care who people go. Even when I'm talking about that bitch down the street, I don't care who said watches her. I don't. I have nothing against anybody for watching her. I have anything against the fact that they feel like they are betraying her if they watch them. But what? You betraying yourself when somebody else is controlling you like a puppet. You know what I mean? People don't have anything. People don't like me because I love Terry Lynn and I love Heidi, but mainly Terry Lynn. A lot of people don't like Terry, especially come from around here. Outside, they don't even know Terry Lynn, so they don't care. They're not sitting around riding that whole bandwagon story. But people don't like me because of that. Um, shit. If you ask me, just off of what happened that day when I had the first situation with Sparkle, Jerry Best stopped liking me because I was still loving Heidi and going to the Play-Doh, the trivia and having fun and laughing and going to talk about the shows. I was still going there because I like stuff like that. So I'm gonna go to places that's doing stuff like that. You know, um, because of attack. So much was because of that attack. That's right. It's definitely a safe place. And that's why I even have respect for when people didn't. They never came in here and brought that. So I love that. That's how crowns. That's what give you crowns. Crowns is knowing how to truly act, how to, for real, how to know how to move to protect all that stuff. It all come under the crown. So all that kind of stuff always makes me unhappy. Yeah, I love Tia. Silly Melly. And when I'm on the phone with Terry Lynn, I swear sometimes I feel like we are eighth grade girls, and not because we giggling and gossiping, because we are saying silly shit to each other. I go on a prank war with this girl. Oh man, Claudia. But like I said, but people are dislike you for that. People are dislike me. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, that's not even a reason to dislike somebody. Like, sounds like somebody else don't like them, and that's okay. You're not gonna like everybody. It's just that simple. And everybody's not gonna like you. It's that simple. I'm just not in the business of just disrespecting people because people don't like them. That's not who I am, and I'm never gonna be that. And I can tell you a story and be like, "Oh yeah, I knew that, and I remember when this happened." And they say, "Oh, you never treated them funny. Why would I? Like, who am I?" That's what I told you. Ain't nobody judge and jury. But I can definitely talk about it because I'll be like, "Oh no, I know just what you're talking about. I remember when this happened. I remember when this changed. I remember when this got took down. I remember when these people were friends. I remember when they were talking about this person together. Then it's this person. You know, I get it. Thank you, no problem. That's what I said. I fucks with Maria. Maria. I do. I really do. Like I said, from the very first time Maria hit me on IG, everybody can say Maria Massey. Maria did. She didn't hit me messy. She didn't. That's not my encounter with her from day one. Like it hasn't been that at all. Now, Maria, I done see you out here getting them and acting the fool. I done seen it. Seen that from people too. I told y'all lucky I wasn't on as a content creator back then. I'd have been out here acting a fool too. Not the same fool, but I'd have been a fool because I was a fool. But we evolved. But like I said, Maria's been nothing but respectful. I mean, me and Maria on my first Instagram, when we would speak on Instagram, it would be basically Happy Mother's Day, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. You get what I'm saying? Like, so what's getting no bad things? She's come in my chat since I started and even like I said, when it could be a few people in here that was like, I don't even want to breathe the air, and we didn't even breathe in the same air, y'all. She still came in and always showed respect. And Rita came up in here and I was talking about when it was going down with her and Amber, and then Amber had brought it up. We ain't had it because I don't do it disrespectfully. I hear disrespect. I got respect for it. And honest to God, knowing what Mims and Maria and Ann were, and like I said, that's not even saying hey, just knowing a relationship. The respect they gave to Mims. You know what I'm saying? That time I will salute and respect that. I will, because you know we flying Mims world over here all day. So I definitely, just like it's people who, if you did it wrong to her at that time and I found out, I can dislike you forever, or at least for a long, long time. Maybe not forever. Maybe close to forever, like 2 weeks before forever. But let me get these comments because hey, Adam, just don't think I'm ignoring you. Oh, Maria, we know you don't cook sweet. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a new subscriber and I really appreciate and enjoy watching your channel. And hello to everyone in chat. Welcome, Adam. Welcome. And welcome. We love the new crowns. We love when people come on in and speak. Trust me, we don't bite around here. Now, if it was a kinky night, I don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation. We got to do the Danny After Dark or something. Where's Heidi After Dark? Because it used to get freaky. I don't know. But no, I love new crowns and I love when the kings are in the building. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome. But yeah. So like I said, I ain't got nothing against. I've been subscribed to Brookie since Brookie was coming on when Brookie was still going over to Terry Lynn's, and I wasn't even really talking in the chat then. I'd say something here or there, you know what I mean? And mostly I'd say get Clint's lighter or something. I'd say something. But when that was going on, I subscribed to Brooke. I've been subscribed to ever since. And so even when y'all was cool with Yikes, I said, that's they buddy now, man. I was cool with ID Whitehead. He was cool with Yikes. So you know what I love is that in her loyalty, she wasn't sitting up saying, hey, if you don't like my friend, I'm gonna sit the shit on him because you don't like him. Then I said, no, and I like that kind of shit. I like to know who you are in the storm. Can you stand the rain? You know, that's what I like to know. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know you are. I know you are. That's one of the reasons why I definitely am going to do these 6 weeks right because I have to run down to Dallas at the beginning of December. I have to. I just want to come on my grandson's turf. And you know what I'm saying? And y'all know I can't touch Texas without going to Houston. Ain't no way. I'm not going to Texas and not touching Houston. There's no way. The matriarch of my family and everything is there. And I just feel like time is of the essence. So if I'm there and you there, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see him. I got to get some of that good Southern cooking, some of that good Southern love. Like I love my family. You know, wrong, right, and I love my family for real, for real. Like I love my family. But yeah, but you just remember all that stuff. Like and like people don't persuade me like that. And that's what I told you. Sometimes I know I can watch stuff unbiased because sometimes I just want to hear the other side. I just do. Not so I can pick a side. So I can just hear the whole story. Would you want to go to trial and only hear one part of it? Nothing else. I don't know nothing else. I'm just going off what you did. I don't know nothing else. No. I like to rewind slow. Y'all know that now. Oh, Mare Bear. He sleep. Mm. You know, I was supposed to see my juice today and then see her Friday for my regular visit, but she has a cold and I cannot be with her because of that. So I don't get to see my juice, and I didn't get to see my Brookie before my eye surgery. And at first, my brain was gonna try to get to go in someplace dark. I said, no, it's not. You know, but I love them. Shoot, they the reason why I'm about to do it right. All right, Claudia. Thank you, Lavender. I love my grandchildren. I really do. I love my children, even though sometimes I want to send them straight to the moon like honeymooners. I mean, I do. I do, but that's the love in me. That's the love in me because, of, like any parent, you just want to make sure they got it enough together that when you gone, they understand that this love you got, no other person is going to feel that way about you like that. And with my grandkids, they just make it worth it all. Every hard moment as a single mother, every moment of thinking, dang, did I mess up because I was in love with, and they make it worth it because I know without me, when I think of being sick, when I think of any of that, I just think that without me, it wouldn't be no them. So they make my whole world so important. So important. You just don't know. When I got to be in the presence of my grandson, I knew that since he's been born, I've been telling God, I just can't wait for the moment. I just can't wait for the moment to be in his presence. And then that's what I do. So I love it. I know Snuggles. I'm already know. It's a few of them. I've been getting warnings. I said, are these threats or promises? I think they promises, y'all. I've been getting threatened all over. They threatening me left, right, and sideways. Thank you. Thank you, Jezebel. Thank you. Thank you to all of us, your children, to your children, just like us. I had to get to the point to know I was a blessing because I used to wonder if I was a bad seed, if I was, why did I have illnesses that I didn't understand? Did that make me more of a burden? Did it make me, I think of a lot of things. And then I think of how, because of those things, I took advantage of the fact that my mom was extra tender to me because of being sick before. And so I took advantage of that and it made me so I always sit and think, but you have to realize that you are a blessing. You know what I'm saying? You're a blessing and a reason. And so once I got that into my head, and then I learned that everything was no longer a curse. I didn't feel like I was cursing people. I was a blessing. And they were too. Ooh, 21. Oh, the baby will be 21. Yes. My baby is 23. Yes. Mm. Yes. And I got to go see my mare bear. Because my mare bear is one of the people I was supposed to go see after my surgery. She was actually outside of going with Tiffany for her birthday in July, my best friend. My mare bear. I was supposed to go see my mare bear right before our anniversary. So my bear is on the top of my list. Yes, you are a mare bear. And see, the good thing about Mare Bear, I can actually go see Mare Bear without flying at Push Cannon Show. I could go see Mare Bear by riding the train to New York and then taking a bus. Oh, but then she'd have to meet me at Niagara Falls. Yes, my snuggles. How you doing, Snuggles? Oh, good day they die. Cause look, just being 21, you'll just be going down here to have fun. But oh, we kicking it down here. But I kid you not, I had a buddy once, and they used to love to go down to the bar and shoot darts, play pool. They never drank. They always get like water, sparkling water, shit like that. But they never drank. I was like, mm. And they say, I just don't like drinking. I drank, I didn't like, I got sick, and I ain't like it. I just don't drink. But they be in the bar all the time, playing darts, shooting pool. Hmm. Yep. Mhm. Tired but good. I'm good. I can't complain. Earlier, I thought one of my stitches came loose. And here's what's funny. When I went to the doctor yesterday, my doctor said that one of my stitches was loose in my right eye. And when he took it out, we down to 10 stitches in the eye. And I said, I can't wait till there's no more stitches in this eye. But he's loving how great the eye is doing, right? So then he said, now this eye is a little swollen, but not one of the stitches are loose. Not one. So today when I sneeze, and I feel that like pressure feeling. I don't know if you ever sneeze so hard you feel pressure in like your eye. And I sneeze and I feel that pressure feeling. Then just felt like something was in my eye. And I thought, Danny, did you just bust one of your stitches? After he just told you how not one of them is loose. Oh, that's a good thing. Hmm. I'm a GED recipient. I am. I am. And I always tell people never be ashamed of a GED when you went and got it, because here's something most people got to remember. Most people, before they dropped out of school, had stopped paying attention and then, or got kicked out of school, whichever their circumstance may have been, but they might have stopped paying attention. And some might have just had a child and they left school at that time. But most people weren't paying attention then. And then when they go get their GED, it's a couple of more years of not being in that routine of the classroom and retaining that information back to back. So when you go and you do it and you finish it, just be proud that you retained enough to go ahead and finish the same equivalent of the education that people got in the 4 years. That's how I look at it. Never be ashamed and not giving up. Because there's somebody who don't even have a GED because they said, well, I'm too old to graduate high school. Says that's like saying I'm too old to go to college. College is for learning. So when's the age you stop learning? I don't know. Hmm. 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 It isn't. And another thing is, and it's because right now they're lowering the age. I think you're saying 16 in yours. You'll be 16. Uh-huh. Yeah, because it's 16 in some states because they know some children, and this is not an excuse, guys, but we have to understand some children cannot learn in that atmosphere. The high school age is a lot mental on a lot of kids because you don't fit into the status quos. You know what I mean? And so a lot of kids can't finish it. So there's nothing wrong with a GED. And also the only thing is if you go get a GED and you never took your SATs or something, you will, when you go to register in a school, have to still take uh it's no longer your SAT. What do they call it? Because you'll have to take something that's equivalent to that because you have to have that on record. Because I left school before taking my ACTs, SATs. Did I call them SATs? Is it ACT or SAT? Or is it ACTs and SATs? Wait a minute, I feel like those are both tests. Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. I think SAT, but it's SAT because remember, didn't he say in what movie was that when he said he thought it stood for Saturday afternoon test? It's SAT. Yeah, that show you how much I took it, y'all. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I signed myself out of high school when I was 16. I tried to come back. I was expelled, sent to alternative school, expelled from the alternative school, and I dropped out of school completely. So before I was 17, I was no longer in high school because, like I said, I came back and within all that. So, like I said, but no, I never finished. And I had incentives given to me. I was offered to get a car, get whatever I wanted to wear, bobbly bleezy blee, and I was like, I'm good. Because I'm the type of person that can't miss what I never had, but want everything I want. It's weird. Don't judge me. At least I know who I am, good and bad. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, those are good majors. I'm gonna have to stroll up to see who y'all talking about. Look at me, all of y'all beings. I say, wait, where's Mm-hmm. That will always be needed. Yes, because Adam, we have to see different sides. Is why even when I tell people, when we talk politics, I don't judge you by your political stance because at the end of the night, I can tell you how all of them do. Basically, they all dance together, if you ask me. And who's losing is us. So if only one side gonna win, if we pick one, then that means there's a side to lose. As long as one's losing, the chance that the other one's gonna lose again. So I mean, I just don't judge. I look at all sides and I can understand. I can sit here and talk to you all about some of the most terrible things that have been done in this country to people and everything else and tell you I still love this country. But to me, love comes from understanding, knowing what I love. So then one day somebody ain't saying to me, like, well, in America, they had did this. I'm like, wait, what? They did what? I don't love it no more. I hate this place. No, I knew that already. Boom. But I see we know where from there. We ain't doing that now, right? Or are we? Because I'm so always did it. No, I like to look outside the box. Mm. Oh yeah, she in that science, yes, and in math, definitely. And if she's really into math, she or he, I didn't see what you said, but if they're into math a lot, please go to school and become a math professor because most of our professors in math, when you go to colleges, they don't usually come from here. Like we act like numbers ain't something we need because people act like, well, I can use calculators for the numbers I'm gonna need, or something else can add and subtract it. I'll get accountants to do it. But I think that numbers are life to me. Everything rounds down or adds into numbers to me. Just that's me personally. So I love numbers. I hated algebra, but I love to multiply. And I told my Mhm. Mm. Oh no. So he's still there? And see, the bad thing sometimes is like, mm, you know how kids are players against each other. And so even though things are bad, they'll enjoy because when kids start acting out, they kind of enjoying this whatever they think of it. I just take myself back to when I was young. I wasn't thinking past what I felt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because you're young. You think you know and understand everything. You think you done really figured out some stuff. You're smelling yourself. Mm, mm. But we will never take it. We will never take it. That is in my description of this channel. I'm not. Why would I sit and take disrespect or allow people to be in here disrespect? They didn't come up here to get cussed out. They didn't come in here to get checked by somebody who don't like them. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's back. Good, thankfully. Mm. My God, I know that had to be a scary 5 months. Hmm. But don't let him forget that. I always tell my, especially with my sons when we were younger, and I would always tell them like, one day you're gonna realize that no matter what your daddy was, what your mama was, what life was, what your friends were, that what are you? Like, cause you're a man, and that you're gonna grow to be a man. You're not gonna be a little boy forever. You're gonna grow up to be a man. And a man is strength during like they're supposed to be strong, like not giving all the different conversations. And it's so hard when you're a woman and you having these conversations with young men because they think you don't know because you're a woman. And I understand that because the truth is, I always think that about men when they can tell me, I don't care how many women you were raised with. You want to know how it feels to be a woman, you got to be one. Because I know as a woman, if I said to the masses, to all the women, I know what it feels like to not feel pretty enough or the right weight or the right height. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to feel looked over. I know what it feels like not to look like what they say is so called beauty or whatever. You know what I mean? I know what that feeling feels like. I know what it feels like to know that that size and that body you're looking at that so called is the size we shall be. My body frame will never even be that. I know that. Also, as a woman, I know what it's like for the parts of you as a woman to give out, and you don't even know how or why. I know what it's like as a woman to have a cancer that is only to women. I know what it's like to be taken advantage of as a woman or a little girl. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to wonder why does everything have to be make it sexualized? So if I'm okay enough to sleep with that made me okay. Oh my God, some of you men will sleep with the things that you wouldn't think they would. So I don't know. No, don't get me started. Everybody want to be a woman till it's time to be a woman. You do. Yeah. I'm raising someone's father. I'm raising someone's daughter. I'm raising what's gonna be somebody's wife, somebody's husband, somebody. And so when I'm raising them, you get to a point where you have to let them know that remember these decisions, it's some adult right now. can't get over the decisions they was making at the age you at right now. Trust me. Most people that's holding on to something, they holding on to something from the past. Right, an 8 on YouTube is a 12 in real life. You know they be lying. You know they be lying. They be like, yeah, you know what? I just went and got that dress in a small. You be like, a small what, girl? A small what, girl? They just be lying. Why? For what? For what? If I'm in a 14, you know what I'm gonna tell you I'm in a 14? You know why? Because I'm gonna let some woman who thought it was something wrong to say that. No, honey, baby, you better shine. You better shine, because who said that it ain't gonna look good? I mean, it depends on how you wear it. Who wore it best? I just say make sure your clothes fit. That's it. If they fit you, girl, then you doing good already. Is that my breezy? Breezy, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Love says, you know, I respect your crown. I respect you. Mm-hmm. Right, that's what I'm saying. And some of these people, I mean, you know what's funny to me is like even with 148. 148 sits with a man who talk about everybody weight. I mean, he doesn't talk to everybody fat, ugly, nasty, cakey, trigger. I mean, he body shame them all, right? Then she like, don't talk about my body. Girl, I'm sure he talk about your body. Like, I can't with these people. I can't. I can't with these people. That's why I laugh so much, y'all. Some days I just be sitting, having a wake and bake, and I'm just sitting there thinking, did you hear what that person said last night? Did you read the comments in the chat? Because I'm laughing. I don't know about y'all. I'm laughing. Then sometimes I'm sad, because sometimes it's depressing that adults really still act like this. But yeah. And could you imagine like one of your sons marrying one of these chicks? And your son is telling you, like, man, my chick be on the internet fighting with chicks all night. You'd be like, what? Hold on, I think I know her. I think I know her. I think I know her. I think I've seen her. I hate pop-ups. I feel like as soon as you touch them, that's when sometimes I'll just leave the one that's up there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, and some of this stuff, like I said, even when you do it, it's just history. It's like today I was watching a few minutes of Dear Yvette. And when I was watching her, this guy came up. I think his name was Nomad, or not Nomad. I think it was Nomad. But anyway, he came up, and I guess he had made a comment about Toxic Diamond. And so I kind of understood from both sides. I understood what she was saying, but when you put stuff on on a public platform, it's open to a bunch of criticism. Like I said, I could put up something about Chicago, and people want to come tell me about homicides like they're the only crimes in Chicago. We're losing a lot of people to drugs. It'd be a bunch of stuff. They want to talk about one thing. I just block it. I don't even respond to them. Sometimes I heart it and leave it there. Who cares? Because when you're done telling me how ugly Chicago is, you see this beauty that these people are talking about? That's in Chicago. Matter of fact, it's a couple of blocks away from the hood you're talking about, too. Hello? Hey, mother. Yes, I am mine. All right, I'll call you back. Everything okay? I'll catch me before you got into your movie. I see what you're trying to do. Uh-huh. I got you. I got you, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we can't think. Dun, 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 dun. I got you, mommy. Hey. Hey, dun 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 dun. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. Dun 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 dun. Well, I enjoy. You sure do. Your favorite child. I got you on speaker saying it. All right, mommy, I gotta get out of here before you say something different. I am your favorite. You guys heard it here first. You heard it here first. I hope my siblings heard it too. I am my mother's favorite. Always have been. When I was born, the sun was out. Even though it was Thanksgiving, I mean, the sun was out. Anyway, let's get off of that. My siblings will be calling me trying to, oh, tell me, take that down, take that down. They'll be calling like, oh, she got you, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, that's what they going to be calling me. Y'all think y'all got beef. I just kicked off a war. It's bad enough I'm fighting Savage over here about the hits. She might get the Grammys this year. I got it next year, y'all. Don't even worry about it. I got it. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Lavender. Call me Lavender McDay. Well, first of all, don't, because that's the evil woman from the Cabbage Patch Kids. She was trying to take all the Cabbage Patch Kids and eat them. Her and Cabbage Patch Jack. But we'll talk about that on the Cabbage Patch today, okay? Y'all know how I feel about the Cabbage Patch Kids. Colleen with the K, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Oh, let me go to my IG and see what my Mary had to say. See, I just turn everything to a song. I shouldn't have to be doing too much. Y'all know it already, but that's just me. It's just me. My mirror bear. I got you, mirror. You just said you just tried too much. Meredith wrote me a hit. I feel like I'm in Purple Rain. You remember Purple Rain? Prince had wrote that hit for what's their name? Yeah, I know two ones that was in the group with him. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But he had wrote him a hit the whole time. He wouldn't make it past they had made that beat for him. He hadn't made it past the beginning of the Purple Rain beat. Oh man, I think we got us a hit on our hands. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get it to catch the beat, so because otherwise, right now I just be reading the words. BBS. Wait. What's a BBS? I feel like I know what a BBS is. See you, Shyla. Thanks for coming in, sis. Have a good evening. I'm gonna shake up out of here in a few too, because it's getting late. It's getting late. Why you have to be here? Oh, I love that song by Floetry. But you got to really be able to sing to do some Marsha Ambrosius, because I just can't. She can really sing. Oh. Ooh. Y'all, I really want to be all in the Halloween spirit up in here. I'm telling y'all, I want to change costumes and bring different lives of me just being whoever I put on the costume. A couple will be content creators, a couple just be a costume, and then one probably just be me being me for shit. Okay? Yes. Thank you. The House of Villains? I'm gonna have to look into that. It's getting ready to come out now for the holiday. Have y'all seen the trailer for that movie for Thanksgiving? I ain't seen a movie look scary in a while. Danny gonna have to go check that out. Good night, Snuggle Bunny. Take care, love, sis. Have a good night. Thank you for coming through. But yeah, that new Thanksgiving movie. I love a good horror. House of Villains. I'm gonna have to look that up. As soon as you said it, for some odd reason, I started thinking about Scream Queens. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody watched that when it was out. Also, that's what you're saying it was, right? We said House of Villains. Mm. Okay, here go a trailer. Let's see. So let's start on the 12th. It's about to start what, Saturday? Friday? I see it. It's on E. The trailer. That's what I'm about to see. Is the what it is. Look, you got me wanting to see. I'm like, let me see what this is. And it's a reality, so I'm like, let me see. We might have to talk about this. We might have to talk about this. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. And I'm sure gonna put it to it because I'm doing something. Oh, I will definitely be watching this. Do they have Jack and New York in the same place? Is that Omarosa? I will be watching and reviewing this. This kind of looks like Celebrity. What was it called? Surreal Life. Oh my God, they got the dude who lied about his grandma being gone. Can't look at his name right now. Oh, I'm watching this. I don't need to see no more. The 12th, I'm there. I'm there. I am there. Oh yes. Oh. Oh, you got Omarosa in New York in the same one. Mhm. What was that last show, reality show New York was on? What was it? 15 Minutes of Fame. It's by Carlos. Oh boy, Carlos. Carlos King. Carlos King produces like 5 minutes of fame, 15 minutes of fame, but it had New York on it. She acted as if damn fool. But it was good entertainment. Oh, I was there for it. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I was like, oh, that just caught my attention because I've watched the Surreal Lives, I've watched R&B Divas. You put any of these people, and then like I said, I've watched so many reality shows that I know every person that's on here from when they were on their show. So, oh yes, give me the villains, give me body. They got me excited. Like when Disney made, what was it called? Magnificent. It was like the villains' kids. Y'all know what I'm talking. What was it called? Magnificent. What was that Disney movie made called that y'all came out a couple of years ago? They got like 2 or 3 of them, but it's the villains' kids. It's not the what's the name of that doggone movie? Oh yeah, she a legend. Like I said, I watched all her shows. I love New York. Then I watched when her and Taylor May had a show. Then I watched when she was trying to find a job and they sent her on them jobs. New York Goes to Work. hmm Oh, she's gonna run the house. But you got some strong women up in there though. They the villains. They some strong women in that room. I'm like, wait, was that Tanisha from the Bad Girls Club? I'm gonna have to watch that trailer again because my eyes are moving too fast. That was moving too fast with my eyes. I'm like, wait, was that Tanisha? Tanisha, wait a minute. Do y'all remember when Tanisha was getting married to dude? When she had the show and she was getting married to the dude and her like best friend was like, I'm in love with you, like the night before her bachelorette party. I said, wait a minute. Like I said, is this for the camera? I think her and Dooley ended up breaking up though. They got married. Then she lost a lot of weight. That might not have been her. Who was that on there? I see. Now I'm confused. Yeah, Johnny Bananas. Let me tell y'all something. I used to like Johnny Bananas at first. Back in the day, I used to think he was okay. But then when he started being in the challenges, he started getting on my freaking nerves and getting way beyond himself. Him and his solo girl. Okay, because y'all know it's CT for me to the world blow up. Oh my God, CT is so freaking fine. Oh, Jesus, he's like one of the finest people off Real World ever. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't wait. That it. I knew it. Oh, hunty, hunty. I am. Wait, it come on at the 12, on the 12th at what fan? Because we might be reviewing it that night. We might be reviewing that noise. Oh, shit. I'm trying to see what time it come on. It come on the 12th. It come on at 8 or something. Oh, I'm definitely watching this. Oh, I'm definitely watching this. And matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'll review it the day after, so everybody get a chance to see. Because sometimes I watch a show the next morning. I'm not gonna lie. So if it come on Friday night, I might watch it Saturday morning. Like Love After Lockup. Sometimes I watch it Saturday morning. When I wake up early in the morning, I'm like, I want to watch that. Or like, but if I can't wait for the episode, I watch it as soon as it come on. But what we can do this day on the 12th. The 12th is Friday, right? Yeah. Y'all get me back. The 12th is tomorrow. So tomorrow we got to do a live talking about the whole cast, about each member and what they was on the show. We got to do that tomorrow. And then we'll review the show Friday. We'll talk shit. But we're about to review this cast tomorrow. Everybody saying that show? No, Debbie got to be watching this. Like, oh man, but yeah, we will definitely be reviewing that because that's my speed. Oh, hunty, I love it. I wish I had a channel and was doing something when Surreal Life was out. I would have been reviewing every. My favorite season is the season with doggone Emmanuel Lewis, MCM. Yeah, these type of shows, this they give me body. They give me body. So I can't wait to watch this. Tanisha Amarosa in New York. I won. I'm telling you, I swear, because y'all know New York always got to be sexual. I bet she gonna be flirting at 1 minute with Johnny Bananas, then he gonna be getting on her nerves. But did I see Jax from Vanderpump Rules in there? Y'all got me discombobulated. We got to talk about this cast because at one point I was in love with Jax. Okay, when they first came on, I ain't gonna lie about Jax, a little hottie body, but then I realized he was for everybody. Anyway, yes, Tanisha was the one who came with the pots, popping them through them to wake everybody up through the crib because they was loud while she was asleep the night before. Yes, that's Tanisha. Yes. Yeah, she pop off. Yes, yes. What was one of your favorite shows? The Bad Girls Club. Oh, it's my show for years. For years. Have a great night, Adam. Thank you for coming in. And I want to say more. Yeah. Don't hesitate to come back. We enjoyed you. Have a good night. Mm-hmm. Oh, honey, I used to watch the Bad Girls Club. I kid y'all not. I never forget when they brought in on them Chicago. They had a girl from Chicago. She was dragging on her. She went to Thornton out here, Thornton South. Okay, I'm in South. And I ain't saying that she was weak because she went to school at all. I'm just saying that's where she went because she made. What is her name? I'm telling y'all all this because she, and then she would kind of be oh, loopy. She always sounded drunk. Man, they beat the Stingers. I mean, they had to change the rules because they were starting. Remember, old girl Flo broke her foot, and Flo ended up getting the show. Remember, Flo married the Argentinian guy. What was he? Then remember the twins came on it. I couldn't stand Danny and her sister. I couldn't stand them. Oh, I used to want to be on their season and drag both them bitches all up and through. Oh, it was several seasons of the Bad Girls Club. I wish, especially I was in their prime too. In my baby, I came on that show and rocked them. Man, we would have been putting here. We would have been grabbing Vaseline. We would have. I love the Bad Girls Club, but for years. Yeah, he was okay in the beginning. I did. Because here's something funny. A lot of people don't agree with this. I still, sadly, like Sassy. I don't know why I liked Sassy. I just did. Even when she got on my damn nerves, I still liked her. I did. Mm-hmm. Yep, Rocky. Mm-hmm. Oh, the twins work my freaking nerves, and every show they've been on, I can't stand them. And Danny, the worst part, she got my whole dog. I can't stand her the most. Oh God, they made me sick. And they were so tough. They were so they got on my nerves. But y'all know who used to get on my nerves. But I love the. Y'all know who I'm about to say. Oh, what is her name? Natalie. Natalie Good. Natalie Dunn. Good. None and done. She got on my nerves. But she had one of the best fucking seasons. Jesus, I can't. Even when they were bringing her back for All Star. Oh my God. That girl. And she had that fine young man with her at one point. See, y'all gonna have me go back into my Bad Girls Club. They recently, like 2 years ago, they had a show, and it was on, and Natalie was on that one. It was real good. Was that the All Star? What was that? They just had a couple of years ago, and then that's the same season they had the show with the old girl who just passed away from 702. She was on that show with her. Old girl that was in Danity Kane. There's a few of them on there. Her sister was on there. Yes. But y'all, I'm about to get on out of here tomorrow when we get together. I might do one in the morning early, and that literally that live will just be, I don't know, because I want to make sure we in here to talk about this cast. So maybe that'll be out tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night I go when I get home. I got a busy day tomorrow because I gotta go run errands because y'all know tomorrow is 5 days before my surgery. I got a busy day. So no matter how we do it, we're gonna do the cast before we do the people. So even if Friday morning we do the cast and then do the review in the afternoon of the show because it came on Thursday, but we're gonna get that done. The review will definitely be Friday or Saturday, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna go off today because I don't have juice on Friday, so my body will probably still get up at 6 in the morning on Friday, but who knows? I might sleep in. But yeah, so we'll do that because I definitely will be watching this show tomorrow. I definitely will be watching this. Yeah, still will. I said I just dislike Natalie and like Natalie at the same time. She had a bunch of cliche shit. What was old girl's name on Real Worlds? Who said, I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up. Cora. People couldn't stand her. I liked her. I ain't gonna lie. When she said that, I held on to that for a while. Like, this bitch said, I don't wrestle. The little girl's like, let's wrestle. She said, I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up. I said, girl. Yeah. Please, I watch these shows. Yes. Oh, yes. I cannot wait to review it. I might write notes on this. I'm be talking shit through the whole episode. I can tell by the cast the first episode gonna be the best one. But yes, I would definitely do that. But yeah, Juicy actually went to the doctor this morning and she was tested for COVID, RSV, and what's the other one? It was RSV, COVID, and she actually tested negative on all of them. But she does have a virus, so that's why Lucy will not be around me before I have my surgery, just because we just have to be safe. So my Googie, yesterday last night she had a fever of 102. She's fine. She's still, I need to check on her again before it's late, just see how she was when she went to bed. But her fever was down today. But yeah, so no, I won't see my juicer. I didn't get to see my Brooklyn before I go in. Oh, so it'll just be FaceTimes from my babies. But other than that, yeah, I got to see them as soon as I get some clearance. What? Get some clearance. Yes. Keep my juicer in your prayers. Yes. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's getting late, and I know my mom's. I gotta get ready for work. Go to bed, get some sleep. I need to take my butt to bed because I need to start doing better on my bedtime. I'm trying. Don't judge me. But I will see you guys tomorrow. And like I said, I will be writing my side notes about this cast tonight. Okay. And I don't care about if I wake up early in the morning. I'm coming on. If you miss it, it's going to be titled The Cast of this show. I'm going to tell you, we're talking about the cast. Even if you miss it, come check it out later. And I might get froggish and I might do an upload talking about the cast. I don't know. We'll see. But we talking about this show. We are Breezy. Love you, sis. Love you, everybody. Have a good night. Send love and prayers to each other. And don't forget about those people I named in the beginning that we haven't seen in a little while. Like, send out prayers to our Bossy Beauty, like I said, Bossy Beauty, our Apple Crescent, our Crying Red, our Just John, all of us. Send prayers to each and every one of us. But those people we haven't seen them in a couple of days, send prayers to them and love to them till they feel it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Breezy. Good night, everybody. Nino says good night. Nino, you want to say good night? Come give him a Russell Simmons, Nino. Hey, Nate. Come here, but yeah, he just walked all the way in. Turn around and walk away. Come in, Nate. Here. Here, Nino. Come say goodnight. Come tell him goodnight. Come on. Come on, bub. You got to snip everything around. Tell him God bless you. Good night. God bless you and good night. That's his Russell Simmons after Def Comedy Jam. That's his Russell Simmons. So he said, God bless you and good night. And then I'm kicking him out. Yeah, we gotta go. Good night. Love you. See ya.